So this is an exercise you can use to find a flexible, empathic stance prior to meeting with a client, or anyone else for that matter. Credit goes to Villardega, Levin, and Hayes, 2007. If you play it straight through, it takes 4 minutes, but you should really feel free to pause the video at any point. Before starting, find a quiet place like your therapy room, and then find a wide awake but relaxed posture, and just pay attention to your breath for a few moments, or do whatever meditation or mindfulness practice you have. Take a few seconds and imagine you are your client on his or her way to the session. What would he or she see, or hear, or smell on his or her way here? What would it be like sitting in the waiting room before starting the session? And from this perspective of being your client, imagine what thoughts and feelings and judgments he or she is having. This is someone you don't know much about yet. Just think about what you do know. Notice the historical nature of these reactions. In other words, how there's a history behind them. He or she has had those thoughts, feelings, and judgments for months or even years, and in many different places, and they're likely to happen here today. And then, in addition to his or her thoughts, feelings, and judgments, see if you can connect with his or her sense of conscious awareness that's more than the content of his or her suffering. And now try to recall some emotions, thoughts, and judgments that you have had about your client in the past. And again, if this is someone you don't know well yet, just think about what you do know, what you have reacted to. Recall other times when similar thoughts, feelings, and judgments have come up for you in different therapy rooms or locations, maybe with different clients, perhaps months or years ago, and notice how they're happening here in this very moment. And in addition to these thoughts, feelings, and judgments, see if you can connect with your own sense of conscious awareness, that you are more than the content of your reactions. Now bring your attention back to when you first decided to be a therapist. What were your thoughts and feelings about being a therapist? What are your thoughts and feelings about being a therapist now? And finally, if you were transported 5 years into the future, what would you like this client to have taken from the work that two of you have done? Now bring your attention back to the room. Take a moment to notice your different bodily sensations, the various sounds, the objects around you. And when you're ready, go ahead and greet your client.